Kind of the unsung third of the big three.
Yeah,
He's
right.
averaging 20 a game.
There might be a lot of casual fans around that don't understand what he brings to this team.
Very patient, deliberate. Can't get this one. Rebound saved by the Spurs. Very patient, deliberate. Can't get this one. Rebound saved by the Spurs.
After coming back, and I know he had a huge game last night in the G League, I want to see if he can get that confidence back that he had before he injured his.
And Maxey lives up to that, 80% himself.
Boston Spurs made a huge comeback in the fourth quarter. Blake Wesley was the guy who had the ball in his hands and was making the right decisions.
that means a lot. So they were amazing. The fan support, the community was just, we were theirs and they were ours.
Yeah, well, it hadn't changed.
You come into the league as a rookie, and here you got the Iceman. He's leading the league and scoring all the time. And then on top of that, to play out there with him, you almost got to be careful because you'll sit back and you'll watch him. The Hornets are up there. And I get a chance to see some of the Duke games from time to time with the change with Coach K. But
did somebody set you up for this?
No, I'm just when I watch these guys play, what do? What can you say?
I mean, I think I have said it enough, and my crew gets tired. I mean, they'll call me a bitter old curmudgeon, and they're right. They're actually correct.
If we enjoy that label. Embiid was 7. Keita Bates-Diop 7 as well on the offensive end. Maxey knocks down the free throw. Their bench has outscored the Spurs 21, or I think a 22-9.
Education in Italy and education in France, so it was what it was. It was great for me,
Isn't he living in Paris?
Yes.
How difficult was that?
Education in Italy and education in France, so it was what it was. It was great for me,
Isn't he living in Paris?
Yes.
How difficult was that?
It was what it was. It was great for me,
Isn't he living in Paris?
Yes.
How difficult was that? It must have been so hard on you, Gene. It's so bad.
I had a tough time, I tell you.
Maxey leads Philly with 10. We've got 6:17 to go here, second quarter. In the paint, the slam coming from Montrezl Harrell. Considered one heck of a player. We want to catch him in person.
Yeah, well, there are a lot of good players in this year's draft. The Thompson twins, the Thompson brothers.
He had a 27-point game against Brooklyn.
And Zach got that ball up quickly.
Yeah, that's key, too.
Yeah, you don't want to mess around with that big fella.
Maxey.
And Tybalt was making his move before he even caught the basketball. Just sense the defense shifting.
Maxey converts here after the turnover.
He's going to let the young players make some mistakes. He's going to allow them to get away with it and learn from their mistakes. A lot different defense than what Blake Wesley's seen at the G League level. And learn from their mistakes. A lot different defense than what Blake Wesley's seen at the G League level.
And Maxey drains a 3 after another Spurs turnover. Philly here in the third. Final minute. McDermott. Niang. Maxey almost went off without it. And that ends the third quarter. Maxey's miss, Collins rebound. Doc also recalled his early days with the Celtics, where eventually they won a title. He said, I remember in an 18-game losing streak. He goes, I can understand what Pop's going through. Machine gun versus a butter knife. We got to do the best we can. 112-92, and Sixers have gotten their average, 114.5, 13th in the league in scoring.
Goodness, there's a ton of time left in this one.
73.5, and more importantly, 43 in a quarter. We'll get you there. Isaiah Roby. Oh, look at that front. 25 off the bench for Tyrese Maxey.